We are here with George Carruth, who is an artist and will be telling about his work as an artist.
Hi.
Tell us a bit of your work as an artist.
Well, I have a lot of fun sculpting. I started whittling when I was a child and never thought I could make a living doing it, but my wife convinced me that people would buy the little things I made, so she was right. And we started about 30 years ago sculpting professionally.
What is your background?
I went to school, majored in advertising, and I graduated and really didn't like advertising, so I started a little illustration studio and eventually went to American Greeting Cards where I was a sculptor. That's when I started sculpting when I was 29 years old. And I just loved it. And eventually I started my own sculpting business.
What is the history of your art career?
Well, that's pretty much it. In high school I did a little bit of art, but I had no idea I was going to make a living doing art. So I had the same high school art that everybody did. It wasn't until I was out of high school and in college that I realized I could do illustrations for a living.
What inspires you to do art?
Well, just everyday living, just nature is a great inspiration. Just going for a walk. I just love nature. As you see, most of my plaques have animals or fish or, interesting people, lots of cats and dogs. Just day-to-day observations.
What is your aim as an artist?
Well, first, I have to be happy sculpting it, so mostly it's happy items. But as you see, they're lighthearted images that make other people smile. That's why we call our store Garden Smiles. And I love seeing customers come in and just look at all the different designs and just point to them and smile and tell their friends to look at that. So that's what makes me happy, is making people smile.
What piece of art are you most proud of?
I think the garden smile is kind of our signature piece. It's kind of a leaf man, kind of a green man. So it's kind of a combination of nature and people, and it's got a great big smile again. So it makes people happy.
Are you going to be traveling through any cities or countries to visit about your art?
No, not about my art, but I travel around the country here, and I see my stuff in different cities. I was in England. I was down a little tiny seaport town in England and saw one of my pieces hanging on a wall. So it is around, and people come to the store here and buy pieces to be sent around the world as gifts. So we had someone yesterday was sending a piece to Argentina. Today, someone's sending it to Iceland. So it's fun to know people want to send a little piece of Toledo elsewhere.
If people would like a copy of your art, how can they purchase one?
Well, they can come to the store here in Waterville. It's called Garden Smiles. Or they can go online. We have a website called caruthstudio.com. And from there, they can see the entire line and the prices and colors and order.
Thank you for your time today.
Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you.
This is Mokshita Chatla reporting for the Perrysburg Digital Media Club.
You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for thinking of us. I hope that works out well for you. You did a great job.